It feels pretty surreal, watching your own life.
Ah, your first bath.
But it's also invigorating. Those younger years are filled with so much curiosity and wonder.
Lily's in the snow. Lily, look. Say hi. Hola, Dada.
Cinematically poetic piece that brings familiarity and this topic of family. And we get to see a sister's perspective and how she um, sees her family and her relationship with her brother. And so the way that it's told is used with different footage of their lives. And it gives this sense of nostalgic feeling of, family videotapes and, you know, capturing this moment that is temporary and um, having a time capsule of sorts in such an artistic fashion, so to speak. I really like the aesthetic that this filmmaker brought with this. I think it was paced just well enough. I wouldn't extend it further or shorten it. I think 5 minutes was just long enough to keep us, pull us in, keep us intrigued, and wrap it up really nice and really sweet.
A beautiful show documentary showing the love of an older sister. This documentary was so well put together from the camera shots, the soundtrack, everything worked together so nicely that allows us as the audience members to get an emotional connection with the story. The documentary shines a bright light on the theme of never giving up, and that's in fact what little Tommy does. He never seems to give up. So great job.
Really interesting to have her kind of point of view of the whole thing. I read somewhere once that your siblings are the only people in your life that understand what it's like to live in your household. Um, that like you can explain it to your friends, or your friends can have similar situations, or you can go through similar things, but your siblings are the only ones that actually know, that actually understand. And I think that that bond is so important. But I also thought that it was just such an interesting perspective, because I feel like a lot of the time we hear the perspective from the parents when something happens within the family, when there are, struggles and things like that. I feel like you either hear from like the person's point of view that's going through the struggle, or you hear from the parents. But I thought getting the perspective of her and how she kind of experienced everything, being the older sibling in this case, was really, really interesting. And like I said, a perspective that you don't really get. But then taking that idea of, sharing this different perspective, at least from where I'm sitting, and then also twisting it on its head, and how her relationship with her brother and everything that their family went through changed her perspective on how she sees the world, how she interacts with the world, what things are really important to her, what things really have like made a big impact on her, the things that she kind of carries with her. Um, and I just thought that that was so interesting and such a lovely story to tell, and like such a lovely message.
I feel like this documentary just have like some artistic like system like to tell the story of her own brother, but at the same time it's just moving and touching as like a family member, like having care and love like for another one. So I feel like this is the kind of energy that we need like in the new year, and I feel like it would like melt like somebody's mind after seeing like the love and the bond between the siblings.
I just love the sister's voice. So gentle. You can sense her real love for her brother. The family photos and videos told the story so well. You could really sense her connection with her brother from the very beginning, with scenes of her as a young girl with her new baby brother. The film really captures all the family members' sweet love for one another, overcoming their fears for the boy due to his challenges. Some of the footage actually brought me to tears, especially the swing set scene, and the soulful soundtrack under the scenes was just perfect.
A really sweet documentary. I liked the use of imagery, and the reflective voiceover worked really well all together with the piece.